following story may be disturbing to some, but it's a true story. I'm an experienced carnivore, well over a year and a half, and I had a horrible experience. And I'm going to tell you guys about it, so hopefully some of you can avoid it. I'm glad Steph thinks it's funny.
Well,
but it was a terrible, terrible experience.
Right.
The last few weeks, maybe the last month, I've been tinkering around with things and feeling fantastic, by the way. And some of the things I've done is started eating more, eating evening meals.
Not evening meal, it's right before bed meal.
Yeah, because of the protein, and I'm just testing that.
He was experimenting.
Yeah, it was working great. I was feeling fantastic. My workouts were better. I had more energy. Like everything was trending upward. We've
been cutting out plastics. We got our new French press machine.
Got a stainless steel egg cooker.
Yeah, so all these things have all changed all at once.
Yeah, all that stuff was happening, together. And I've been really good with self-discipline in my workouts by not going crazy. Like I've been doing really good at just keeping myself in a lane where, I'm progressing, but I'm not overdoing it. And then one day I kind of overdid it. And it wasn't
Steve never
extreme.
Kind of does anything.
Well,
He probably majorly overdid it.
Well, I overdid it. And then if you're not familiar with the IT band, it runs down like pretty far down along the side of your leg and stuff. And I had a little bit of pain from the IT band, and I knew what that was. So I thought, okay, I gotta address this right away.
And normally on Carnivore, he recovers like in 2 seconds on everything. It's like the next morning.
Both of us.
Yeah, both of us. It's weird. Like you heal fast on Carnivore.
If we go places and do things with the grandkids, trampoline parks, we're always, every time we go, oh man, this is gonna hurt us, and then we're fine.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm gonna just
take it
easy and get this thing taken care of, because that can really start to spiral out of control.
And I said, hey, why don't you take a bath, which he never takes a bath. He'll never take a bath and soak it.
I'm just filthy.
Yeah, no, he just hates a bath. I don't like him either, but I tried to make him do it and he wouldn't do it. But we had what are those back pain things that you just strap around your waist?
It's a heating pad.
So I tried to make you wear one and he's like, no, I don't want it. And so, but I'd already ripped open the package. It was just gonna go to waste. So he said, okay, I'll put it on.
And that first night, I got up and I was like, man, this sucks. Like I had to get up in the middle of the night, and I did there's some exercises you could do to relieve the pain, the IT pain, because it's bad. Like you can't get comfortable in bed. So the next morning, I was telling Steph about it. And I'm like, oh man, this thing sucks. Like it's uncomfortable. We go for our morning walk, and I said, I'm feeling better. And at some point towards bedtime, and she said, why don't you put on
the heating pad?
The heating pad. And I was like, reluctantly, I was like, okay, whatever. I'm doing sauna, but I'll go ahead and do that. And while she was putting the heating pad on, she said, what about
I just had a thought. Oil? Yeah, because I read in the castor oil groups all the time. People put, like if they have a knee pain or arthritis or whatever, they put castor oil on it, castor oil pack. And I made some castor oil packs like this because I wasn't going to buy them. And I made them. And I was like, let's put castor oil on it, because you put castor oil in everything because it fixes everything.
Yeah.
And so he did. He put that on.
Put the castor oil on. You put that on.
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Steph put the castor oil on my back with the heating thing on there.
And I put a lot on there.
Yeah, it was good.
Uh-huh.
So that night, I go to sleep, and I did go, like I went to bed, and I was like, when I laid down, I was like, oh, cool. I don't have that pain.
From the night before.
Yeah, like when you can't get comfortable, like you can't lay in one way. You have to, if you've ever had it, you have to put your pillow between your legs. You're just not comfortable at all. But I laid down and I was like, oh, this is gonna work. And I fell asleep. And then the middle of the night, I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom. I woke up and I was like,
we don't have diarrhea anymore. Like
no.
We're way past that stage this far.
Not at all.
In Carnivore.
So I get up, I go to the bathroom, and the diarrhea was like early Carnivore.
I heard him going. I was like, uh-oh, what's going on in there? What did he eat?
It was bad.
Yeah.
But I ate
normal.
I ate normal, and I did the bedtime meal. I did all my normal stuff. I go back to bed after that. And then a little while later, I got to go again. So I get up, I go to the bathroom again. And now my mind's going, I've been eating so much.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that I could have got like, you know, bad food? You know, so, like your brain starts thinking about all that. I've had food poisoning before. So I was like, man, do I got food poisoning? And so I go back to bed and I'm laying there and it was horrific. And so I can't sleep. And then when I doze off, I don't know how long I'm asleep. I wake up again and then I get up and I'm freezing. Like I feel like my whole body is like in cold water. And so I take the blankets off of me. It's funny now, but I take the blankets off of me and I'm like, I'm freaking wet, like everywhere. And the bed is soaked. And so I get up and now I have to go to the bathroom again. So I go to the bathroom and this is like 2 a.m. or something. Like I'm hurting. So I go to the bathroom, there's just like water coming out. And then I go back and I touch the bed and it's so like it's water.
This is what I'm laughing at.
Yeah, my sheet,
I saw it.
The sheet is full of water. And I was so tired and exhausted that I didn't care. I laid down in it and it was like doing a cold plunge. I just laid down in there like, oh my goodness, this is
clammy.
Oh, it was gross. And it was just, but I thought this could be my last day. And then I get up in the morning and then I don't even know how we started the conversation.
You told me, you're like, yeah. I feel so bad. I sweated so much last night, and he flings the covers back, and I don't remember what the Adam Sandler movie was, but they talked about a sweat shadow. Oh. Steve had a full-on outline of drenched
my
sheets.
Entire body.
It was sickening, and you could see right gross. Where the line was where the heating pad was. I was like, he got boiled last night.
It was unreal.
From the heating pad. It was so wet. So I was like, I gotta clean all these sheets. And like goodness, we have a waterproof mattress.
Oh, it would have went to the floor.
It would have soaked.
Waterproof mattress.
Yeah, so it just stayed up top with you.
So now, you know, I show her that, and I'm just annoyed, like because I feel like what's
He's
going
like, I feel so bad.
Yeah, what's going on?
Should I take a COVID test? What's wrong with me?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
So, you know, the sheets, we get rid of the sheets, and then
get rid of them.
I'm like, I was walking around. And I literally was like, man, I can't, like, I felt like I was in quicksand. And there was, I will tell you, there was a moment where I was like, what if I'm going to die right now because maybe I'm going to have a heart attack? Because I don't know what happens with heart attacks or anything.
I was thinking it too. I think he's going to have, maybe this carnivore has gone too far and he's going to have
Why didn't you say,
kidney? I'm going to take him to the hospital or something because this is weird.
If you think I'm going to have a heart attack, you should say, hey.
I didn't think heart attack. I just thought maybe you're going to pass a kidney stone or you're going to have something, you know.
I felt, the only reason I thought heart attack is I hear that people they'll get to short breath, you know, like I've never had one. But, you know, thank God.
Yeah.
But I was just like, where's my energy? I'm like,
but it aligned right with his pain. Like his jacked up back, he hadn't been sore in a long time.
Yeah. So all this stuff was on me. And to be honest, the thing that was the worst was the IT band sucks. But the worst was I go out, we'd go do the morning walk. And by the time we're done with it, I was just like, I have nothing in me. Because I was pooping constantly.
And he was taking electrolytes. And
yeah.
It was weird.
I took extra electrolytes, and then I said, okay, I'm only going to eat. I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating anything else.
Yeah, because then we started thinking, okay, is it because we were lubing these things up so much?
Yes.
We'd done it with bacon grease, and we don't normally do it with bacon grease, but I lubed them up, and we were putting a ton on there because it sticks to these.
Trying to find a culprit.
So then we thought, okay, he's having way too much fat. He was eating hardly anything. He had salmon one day. Then we thought the French press, maybe it was too rich, so we quit that. I mean, we were trying to figure it all out.
I was trying to cut everything out, and like that day that we're talking about, I said, yeah, I'll just eat a piece of salmon.
Yeah.
I'm not eating anything else because I can't take this anymore.
He was eating certain things and just seeing if it was making him go. And anytime he ate anything, he was going.
Yeah. So I ate the salmon and then shot that out, just pure water. And then again, I had another sweaty night. Not as bad, I was ready for it, but I was just like, every time I was eating something, it was just going through me. And the exhaustion that I felt, I honestly was like, okay, I'm going to end up going to a doctor, because this is not, I can't
It was
function.
so bizarre.
Yeah, and it's just such a horrible feeling to be fatigued. We would go on the morning walk that we do every day, and I'd come back and I was like, I was going to see, I couldn't even talk to her. And then I think I was going to bed like at 2:00.
Yeah.
I was just walking into the bedroom like a
I was
zombie.
like, well, I guess it's bedtime. Steve's already passed out.
Yeah, all depressed and stuff. Like, she fed me into bed one night.
It
I was
did.
just laying there. I had no energy. I literally was just, it was unreal. And then we're like, we got to go to Dean's first baseball game tomorrow. We can't miss that.
Yeah, and he's like, we're going to have to drive a long way. What if I have to go to the bathroom?
I didn't
I'll
eat
bring
anything.
wipes. Yeah.
But I didn't eat anything because I was like, I can't do that at a baseball game.
Yeah.
So we go to the game, and I was tired and everything, but I was starting to feel a little better. And when we got home, I was exhausted. You made something. I said, I think I could eat something more. We'll test it again.
Oh, you were eating burgers.
Yeah, I said, yeah, doing the burgers.
And he started feeling
Yeah.
better on the burgers. So
Yeah.
then he was like, okay, no more steak for me for a while. Maybe it's too fatty.
Just a
Let's go
burger.
with the burger. It's leaner.
Yeah, because at that point I was believing, okay, it's the fat. It's how we lubed up the egg thing with all that
It's
grease.
been a couple days since the coffee.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm catching up. And then I ate that, and I felt better. In my mind, I started thinking, okay, I got to just eat burgers for a while. And then on the walk, I still felt tired. I would do the walk, and I was telling Steph, I go, hey, my IT band feels way better, but I'm tired. I slept good that night. After that, I slept good, and in the morning, I was like, I feel better right now. I feel like, something happened that I don't know what it was, getting rid of the grease or whatever it was I was eating too much, the fat. I said, I can feel like it feels better, but I'm still afraid to eat too much. Mm-hmm. But I was starving.
Yeah.
I was starving at this point.
Because he eats a lot.
Yeah, but I was afraid to eat too much. And then our next meal, I just felt like, okay, I was hungry for it, and I ate a bunch, which it wasn't as much as I usually, but I ate more. And then I just was like, when am I going to go lose this? When is this going to shoot out of me? Because it's all been like water this whole time, like food poisoning.
Yeah.
But coming out my butt.
And it didn't.
And then it didn't. I get up in the morning, I'm like, I feel really good right now. And we're going, what could it have been?
I woke you up in the middle of the night and told you what it was.
Oh, you said, okay, yeah.
Okay,
forgot
I
about
remembered
that.
I don't know if I somehow recalled, but I was trying to think of what it could be, and I found out what it was.
Yeah. It was that.
This. Okay, the people that do the castor oil, they do these packs, and they put them on places and stuff, and they use it for detox. They do all this stuff, but so if you think about where we placed it on his body,
We didn't place it anywhere.
with a heat
Where
pad.
you placed it.
I looked it up because we were sleeping. He was sleeping, and I was just on my phone. And I looked it up, and I was reading things where people were talking about their castor oil packs, and they're saying go real easy on them when you first do them, maybe like 10 minutes with a heat pad. And I was like, and maybe 10 to 20 would be the max or whatever, because you could have reactions.
Yeah.
And so poor Steve slept with that thing, and I poured
Multiple days.
a ton of this on this pack. And put it on his lower back, and it did the job. It fixed him, or the carnivore, or whatever. But it jacked him up, right where it is like right where your organs are. Where you put it. So it's near kidneys. It's near like the liver area. It's your
Everything.
bowels. It's all right there. So close. And you can't mess around with this castor oil. It is strong stuff.
No.
Like I put it, when I was first learning about it, everybody in the castor oil group, castor oil remedy group on Facebook, they do stuff where people put it in their belly button. And I was like, and the bottom of their feet, and they sleep really good. And I was like, oh, I want to just see what happens. So I put some on my belly button. I started my period. Out of the blue. Like the next day, it was like, and it wasn't I'm always clockwork. And it just started, breakthrough bleeding. I was like, that's weird. So I'm never going to put it in my belly button again.
Me neither.
No, so I didn't. But then later I was like, well, maybe that wasn't what did it. So a different month, I put some in my belly button. I just put a little in there and I wiped it around in there. And just to see, like, what's all this great thing about the belly button? It made me start my period the next day.
Man.
So I have never put it in my belly button ever again. Craziest stuff is healed by that. Like, I've put it on moles, and my face loves it. It's like breaking down my like scar tissue from acne marks and stuff. My skin loves it. It's like the fountain of youth, that castor oil. It's great stuff. People put it in their eyes, and it'll get away floaters. It'll get rid of, what are those little moles? The ones that are really tiny? Skin tags. So it'll get rid of those. There's all these little remedies, things you could do with this miraculous castor oil. And it is powerful, potent stuff. And apparently I almost killed Steve.
But the IT band, I've never had it give up like that. I've never had it just go away that fast. And that's probably what, that probably helped do that. Because if I'm detoxing, I'm sure that the inflammation was, because there's inflammation whenever your IT band is hurting you like that. There's some inflammation, but it went away.
This is good for inflammation too.
The day that I felt like, when I was like, oh, it's over, the IT band, everything. I did a workout today, no issues whatsoever. And in the past, you don't just get away from that after a few days.
He babies it a while.
Yeah. That was wild, and it makes me respect castor oil, because it just doesn't, it's wild. It's weird when you hear like, oh, castor oil can do all these things.
Get rid of cancers on people. It pulls out cysts. It does weird stuff.
If you ever want to detox, whew.
Do it the right way though. Do it slow. 10 minutes with a pack.
Oh yeah. So if
Don't
I just
go
did 10
overnight
minutes,
with a heat pad on all night with that thing on your organs.
It was insane. The amount of sweat that came off of me was insane.
It was so gross.
And it was exhausting. Like, it truly was exhausting. Like, that thing was working.
You never sweat, hardly ever. Like,
definitely don't sweat when I'm in the
like
bed. I mean, it was just like, and I didn't care. I laid back in that mess. I did not care. I was so tired.
Put a towel down. If anybody ever does get the castor oil, get this one. The Heritage Store brand one. It's on Amazon. But the reason you need this one, there's other ones too, but you could trust this one, is it needs to be in a glass bottle, a dark colored glass bottle. It needs to be organic cold pressed. And most of them that you get from other stores are like a seed oil. It is a seed. It's a castor oil seed. But they extract it with chemicals.
Oh.
And so my first bottle of it after I joined this group, I got it from Sprouts. And I put it on my face. I just wanted to do the face thing for acne and scars and stuff. And it made my eyes burn. I didn't put it anywhere near my eyes. I put it all the way around here. And my eyes, I'd wake up and they were thick and burning feeling. And so I didn't know that that's what it was. So I ordered a bottle of this. And
is that what's in the one I have?
Yeah, this is all we use. I threw the other one away. And it was in a plastic bottle, and I don't know, it must have absorbed something, but what the castor oil does is it draws out things. So if there's plastic that it's in a plastic bottle, it'll draw the plastic, it'll like leach it out, the chemicals and stuff in there. So you don't want to mess around with it. You want a dark, cold bottle thing. So I bought some of these bottles so it's easy to dispense, and I just squirt this on my hand and then I put it on my face. There's things to experiment with. If you're worried or thinking about anything, join that group and just type in the search engine box and look up whatever your ailment is and see what castor oil might do for it. Or post a question, because it's crazy.
Steph was very excited to help me, so her enthusiasm.
And I might have, and I also might have hurt you.
No, it ultimately did, because the IT band went away. I just had to endure a tremendous amount of water shooting out my butthole. That used to be food. It was all.
Now he's eating like a pig. Yeah. He is eating like nobody's business.
I do feel fantastic right now, though.
He does.
I feel fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Till next time. Oh, got a little carnivore there also. Putty, say enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life.
All right.